Hey guys, okay, so let's talk about The Originals. And The Originals is a spin-off from The Vampire Diaries, and it's set in New Orleans. And this show basically revolves around the Michelson family, which is The Originals. And the issue that I'm having with this series at this point is they really, really, really want me to be on Klaus's side. And I can't. I watched The Vampire Diaries for 4 seasons, now going on to the fifth. And in season three, halfway through season three and all of season four, they basically made me hate Klaus. They made me believe that he was the worst vampire in the entire world, and all he did was evil, and he would kill whoever he wanted to without a blink of an eye, and he had no remorse, he had no heart. The only thing he ever really cared about was being loved by his family. And now we move over to The Originals, and you want me to flip a switch and to now be on Klaus's side, and you want me to root for him, and now you want me to believe that his arch nemesis, well, it's not really his arch nemesis, it's just the guy who now holds all the power on that side, which is Marcel, is the evil, and he's the worst vampire now of all times. And I'm having a really hard time trying to make that adjustment. I'm sorry. This show, it has all the pretty trappings of, the New Orleans and the music and the people and the pretty people and the mean vampires and the witches and, that is fine, but you have to really get me to buy that Klaus is going to now do all this just so that what he can be in power of New Orleans, and he is going to be a father to this baby that he has with Haley, who, if you all remember in an episode of The Vampire Diaries, she was a werewolf, or she is a werewolf, and out of nowhere, Klaus ended up having sex with her one night. And now they have a hybrid slash werewolf slash vampire baby. And, the Michelsons are going to do whatever they can to protect this baby. Now, as we've already seen in the first 3 or 4 episodes, Haley doesn't really like Klaus. She's really more interested in his brother Elijah. And unfortunately, Elijah has been locked up for the last 2 episodes, and for the last 2 episodes, not really buying that. But all in all, at this point, we're 4 episodes in. I really am not rooting for Klaus. I'm rooting for Marcel just because I don't want to root for Klaus. I'm actually really rooting for Elijah. But Elijah's been in a coffin for the last 2.5 episodes. So what else am I going to do? For me, I think that the show has a big problem if they're trying to keep the viewers that were once on Vampire Diaries to move over to this series, because like I said, you've tried to convince me for a season and a half that Klaus was nothing but good, and Stefan and Damon and Elena and all of them were the good, people, and he needed to die, and now I'm supposed to root for him on this series. It doesn't really work for me. But, it might be working for you guys. Please leave a comment down below and let's have a discussion about this one, because I'm really having a hard time with it. So that is my review of The Originals, and I will come back next week with my latest episode review. All right, guys, thanks a lot for tuning in, and I'll see you next week. Bye.